Hello nerds and nerdettes and welcome to Early Access Monitor, series in which we take on veterans of Early Access and see how they deliver on their promises. Today we are going to check Medieval Engineers. The game has been in the Early Access for over 2 years, with the first public build coming out on the 19th of February 2015. And until now 270,000 people bought the game, with the majority of purchases happening in the initial months. Currently there is about 7,750 active players of the game, and that number has risen from 4,000 in September. So we are seeing a bit of positive trend over the last few months. Last but not least, the game review score has dropped dramatically from its original reception. As always, it is essential that people who buy early access products understand that they are buying experience rather than full developed product. Obviously, it is implied that the product will improve over the years, but you must understand that the product may evolve in the ways that you may dislike. Okay, with all the facts and this little introduction in mind, let's look at the potential reasons in the review drop and what that means for you potential customers. First, the description of the game reads as: Medieval Engineer is a sandbox game about engineering, constructing and maintenance of architectural works and mechanical equipment using medieval technology. Players build castles, construct mechanical devices and underground mining. There is an entire planet to explore. Alright, so what a time to be alive. I have always been impressed with the technological miracles engineers achieved with a simple technology like rotors, ropes and powers of nature. You can easily imagine that people who bought the game are modded Minecraft veterans, nerds and nerdettes that enjoy tweaking their builds, constructing impossible machines with the clever use of simple technology. Modern day wannabe engineers who like the challenge that medieval times bring. However, here lies the first problem with the game. For a first year and a bit, the game lacked a lot of direction. Developers were jumping from one update to another with what felt like absolute lack of roadmap. Game started to drift away from its original purpose of engineering machine building and moved towards building design and multiplayer. After a while, they started to add survival elements. Of course, survival elements and multiplayer are essential to keep the game like this alive and challenging, but slowly very focused goal of making engineering games shifted into making more general survival experience. This left many people disappointed as it wasn't the initial premise of the game. I think this lack of direction was the major factor of the increasing disappointment and slow death of the player base. Medieval Engineers subreddit has stagnated in subscriptions, as you can see right now on the screen. Now let's look what happens in the early access games with a more focused development, like Software Inc. for example, or a Kerbal Space Program, back when the game was in the early access, or even the Space Engineers, older sister game of Medieval Engineers. As you can see, the game struggles to attract new fans. I think the major contributor to the state of the game is that the team set themselves for a failure with a weekly update schedule. Sometimes in the game development you just have to sit down and fix a bunch of bugs, or code a major piece of work that will take small teams several weeks to complete. When you are pressured to release something every week, you end up focusing on minor additions rather than the major patches. Even one of the most recent updates is a door noise improvement. Is it nice that they tweaked it to be more natural? Sure it is. Is it important at this stage of development? Not so much. Okay, we talked about the problems with the game, let's now focus on positives. Since October time when the Planet update was released, development feels much more focused and it gives the impression that someone took the dev team together, sat them down and decided on the game vision and has more consistent plan to achieving it. Still, weekly updates disturb the flow, hence the door noise improvements, but it is much better than it was prior to that. With the new focus, we have seen increase in the active players, bringing back some of the old veterans of the game. I am hoping that the focus direction will be consistent and will reignite the spark in the community and bring back more player, modders and the content creators. From my brief chat with the veterans of the game, people who endured the creation process of the last 2 years feel like it has been worthwhile experience and they feel the game progressed a lot. Okay, so what the Medieval Engineer really is. It is a survival game with a focus on multiplayer and base building, with some focus on machine building. If you want the game in the spirit of Life is Feudal, you will have fun with the Medieval Engineers. However, if you want the game about building new machines and engineering, it gives you some aspects of it, but is not enough to buy it on its own merit. Overall, Medieval Engineer development is better than some of the early access projects I have seen, but game evolved a lot from its original form. In my opinion, you should approach it with caution, or simply just wait another year and see how it evolves. As always with early access, don't buy the game on the hopes and potential, but buy it only if you like it in the current form. Okay, nerds and nerdettes, my name is Feniks and I hope you had a great time watching the early access monitor and you are able to make a better informed decision about the game. I am looking forward to your opinions in the comments section down below and I hope for some good discussion. Have a nice day.